What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this is the look that I came up with for a Halloween tutorial. Let me just say that I am not the best person when it comes to Halloween makeup, so if I can pull off something like this, you can definitely do this. I just referenced a bunch of different photos that I really liked and made it my own. I chose green colors because I'm really into olive, and I've seen a lot of like pinks and purple skulls, but I haven't seen a green one yet. So I decided to go with more green tones. I showed you all of the products I used to get this look, and this video is going to be a voiceover because it'll be the fastest way to explain everything to you guys. And yeah, so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna start off by concealing our eyelids. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape and a Morphe sponge to prime my eyelids and get them ready for all of the shadows. And then after we apply that, I'm going to set everything with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Now I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Silk Cream on a Morphe E27 and buff that into the transition area. And then I'm going to take Anastasia's Fudge eyeshadow, and that's going to go on a Morphe M504. And I'm running that in the crease slash transition area. We're gonna blow this out pretty big. I'm taking the same shade on a Morphe M433. This is a denser brush, so it's gonna give more color payoff when you apply the shadow. And the good thing about Halloween looks is that they don't necessarily have to be so like perfect. This can definitely be messy. And now I'm taking Inglot's gel eyeliner in number 77 black and running that along the lash line to use as a base for this black shadow. And this black shadow is from Anastasia as well. This is in the shade Noir. And I'm using a pointer brush from Morphe, that is the M578. And then I'm also taking that eyeliner and running it up sort of towards my eyebrows, and I'm also using a little small like lip brush for this step. It's the E35, and I kind of jump around all over in this look because I'm referencing different photos and I'm all over the place. I don't know why. I'm sorry. So I started drawing in the eyebrows and then I stopped, and now I'm going back and shading using the same black shadow that we used before and that same little like pencil like dense brush. And now I'm going in with the shade Central Park from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette on an M433 and buffing out the black outer lines there. And I do apologize that I'm only showing you one side of my face. That's how it is for most of the video, just because that's how my placement was with the mirror. I really do want to get a new setup so that I can face towards the camera. But I just need to look into getting like a stool that can sit in front of me. And now I'm just going in and deepening that black eyeliner with the small detailed brush from Morphe. I'm tightlining with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner and also adding that to my waterline. And then I'm setting that eyeliner with a black eyeshadow. I was using a Morphe E43, a definer brush, to set things first, and then I went in with a Morphe E36 to start smoking things out pretty far. And now I'm going to take a olive shade by Colourpop. This is the shade Team Captain, and I'm putting that in the inner corners. So I originally wanted to use that eyeshadow from the Desi and Katie Dose of Colors palette. That's the shade Harpoon, and it looked okay, but I wanted something brighter, so I just ended up going over it with something else in a little bit, but I did use that for now. And here I'm just smoking out the bottom lash line more with the M433. There's no additional product on there, just whatever was left from using Central Park. And now I'm gonna go do the other eye off camera to catch up. And now I'm taking the Moonchild Glow Kit from Anastasia, and I'm using the shade Lucky Clover to brighten up the inner corners. This is definitely more of the look I was going for, so I'm happy that I had that shade. And now with a white eyeliner, I'm going in and starting the nose. I do start off a lot of the rest of the face with the white eyeliner just to get a map of like what I'm going to be putting on my face, and this way if I make any mistakes it's easy to erase and start over. So now that I have a basic shape down, I'm going in and filling in the nose with the Inglot gel eyeliner on just some random craft brush. Using a smaller craft brush, like this is super tiny, I'm just going in and fixing that point on top. And now I'm taking the same Anastasia highlighter in Lucky Clover and adding that to the tip of the nose. That was a Morphe M213. And now I'm using the white eyeliner again to start drawing out the cheekbones. And now that I have the white part down, I'm going to go back in with a black eyeliner and go over top of that. I don't really know how to explain the shape of this, but I feel like you guys have a pretty good view of what I'm doing. You just want to draw those two lines opposite each other, and then we're going to start drawing in the teeth afterwards. Here I'm just sort of shading things out, that way there's a nice gradient effect and it just looks a lot better than if you have like two straight up lines going across your cheek. And now I'm going in with the Inglot gel eyeliner on a craft brush and deepening things up even more. If you are ballsy enough to just go straight in with the darkest black you have, go ahead and do that, but I don't feel confident enough to do that, so that's why I was building things up slowly in case I made a mistake. So now I'm going in with white face paint. That was an iMagic Flash 12 color palette that I got off of Amazon. It's like a knockoff version of the Make It Forever Flash palette. And I'm using again another craft brush and just starting to add some teeth onto my face. So the trick here is that you want to just like add those thick boxes, and then you can drag the boxes up or down depending on which lip side you're working on. So you'll drag it up for your top lip and then down for the bottom, and that way it'll look kind of like spiky and like those are like the roots of the teeth going into the gums. And now I'm jumping to the middle of the mouth and just adding the black lines across the mouth. I sped up a lot of this part just because the teeth are so repetitive and I just think it's boring. If you've never done this before, I've never done this before, it does take quite a while. So here I'm using the black paint on a really small brush, and I found that after using a bigger brush to do this part, like you'll see later in the video, it's a lot easier if you use a bigger brush to do this step, because this small brush, it just took way too long and it was just like, it was too detailed. So definitely use a bigger brush than this. I think I go in with like an angled craft brush, and it just made getting the black part of the teeth on like a lot easier and a lot faster. So with the black part of the teeth, you want to create like an upside down triangle and drag those little like tails into the center of your mouth, if that makes sense. And everything that I'm doing on this side of my face, I am repeating on the other side. You guys just don't get to see a lot of it, I'm sorry. Now I decided I wanted to go in with the white eyeliner pencil and just drag the teeth up a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing here. So here's the bigger brush that I'm using. As you can see, it goes by so much faster, and I think it looks better with the bigger brush, to be honest. So the white teeth, you want to spread from the center of your mouth, you want to spread those out thin, and then black pieces, you want to bring them in thinner towards the center of your mouth. So you just want them to look opposite. I hope that makes sense. So there's the teeth all done for the most part. Now I'm going in and adding the olive shade from Colourpop Team Captain, just to make the teeth look a little bit more green. And then after that, I'm going to go in with the Lucky Clover shade from the Moonchild palette and highlight the teeth a little bit. Now that I'm editing this and looking back, I kind of wish I put that green highlight on the black part of the mouth. I think it would have looked really cool. Now I'm doing the temples of the skull. So I originally did this, like this is me doing it again for a second time. I just edited out the first attempt that I did because they were just way too big and it didn't look right. So I'm going in again and redoing the temples. They're a lot smaller than what I originally had. This part's pretty easy. You just want to create a gradient just like the rest of the face, or like with the inside of the mouth. I'm adding the olive shadow in there as well, and then I'm also going to add the Anastasia highlight to the temples. Oh, and then here I'm going back into the brows. I told you, I'm so sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. Now I'm going in with white face paint and defining a little bit more in between those brows. I wish I wouldn't have made them look so like fluffy. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Makeup is trial and error. It washes off. So now I'm just going in with some more white face paint and adding some highlighted areas around the face, setting my eyebrows since we're done messing with the face. Ignore my collarbones. I ended up getting rid of that anyways, so that's why I didn't show you guys the process. But right now I'm just going in and adding hula to my jawline to make it stand out a little bit more. And then I decided I wanted to add some glitter. So I'm taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy, and I'm adding that to the teeth of the mouth. And then I'm also going to add that to the inner corners of my eyes to make those stand out a little bit more also. Alright, and here I am covering up the top half of my neck and my collarbones. I'm using that black face paint and just going to town. I'm going to take a Sigma, what is that brush? A Sigma F80 flat top kabuki to buff everything out. It was just way faster than using this craft brush. So I just started digging into the paint and putting it on my neck, and then you'll see me blend it out right now. There we go. If you're on a budget, I think these paints are okay. They're not like super crazy pigmented. I think investing in the Makeup Forever Flash palette would probably be a good idea, but I didn't feel like spending that money right now, so this is what I'm using, and I guess it's getting the job done. As you can see, it's not like super pigmented and the pigment kind of fades away, but it's okay. And now I'm taking the white color in that color palette and just adding some bones. That brush that I'm using now is a Sigma E70. It's just a small angled shadow brush. And now I'm going back in with that Lucky Clover highlight, and I'm adding that to the white parts of the skeleton and then cleaning up around the black areas, and voila, you're done. So that's gonna complete the look today, you guys. All I did was add on some lashes. These are the House of Lashes Radiant Lashes. They are the Breast Cancer Awareness Month special lash that they're doing this month. So that's what I have on because they're super full, and I thought they completed the look really well. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me some ideas for another look. I did do like a really bloody look that I posted on Instagram. So if you guys are interested in seeing this, it was super easy as well. Just let me know in the comments and Maybe that'll be next week's video. I don't know yet. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was easy to follow along. Let me know what you guys are gonna be for Halloween and what your ideas are. I've been getting a lot of comments lately and I love responding to you guys, so definitely keep it coming. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my future videos, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!